Welcome to Monday Night Raw after Backlash. We're kicking it off here with Bron Breaker, who made his debut on the last week of Monday Night Raw, up against Cedric Alexander. Now Cedric has asked for another match against Bron Breaker here tonight to kick off Monday Night Raw. So let's get this match up underway and see if Cedric Alexander can prove himself against Bron Breaker, or Bron Breaker is going to go 2-0 up against Alexander and prove that he's here to achieve big things on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, as I mentioned a week ago, Cedric Alexander issued an open challenge on Monday Night Raw, which was answered by Bron Breaker. A man who says he's mean and evil and is willing to prove it in the ring. And last week he did it against Cedric Alexander, and is looking to do it again this week, get another victory to kick off Monday Night Raw here and build his stock under a brand. Let's get this match up underway, see if Alexander can prove himself against anyone has seen Bron Breaker. Matchup is underway here. Obviously, Bron Breaker is the heavy favourite in this one. You've got to say, Bron Breaker just telling Cedric Alexander to bring it here. Cedric with a huge shot there, another huge shot. Another one, but Bron Breaker stays standing. And Breaker now, one huge shot takes down Cedric. And well played shot there by Bron Breaker, and Bron Breaker now showcasing his strength with a deadlift. Not deadlift, a stalling suplex, sorry here. Impressive manoeuvre here by Bron Breaker. Hoisted him up one-handed and drops him down. And Cedric Alexander recovering, and Cedric a jumping net breaker. Getting us off in this matchup here as Alexander now looking to just launch Bron Breaker there himself. Cedric obviously fairly strong competitor in his own right. Alexander and Cedric is trying to bring it in, caught by Bron Breaker and launched by Bron Breaker into the corner. This is the Monday Night Raw after Backlash, the pay-per-view, which was absolutely incredible, much to crown new champions, and we saw an impressive matchup between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. This one Breaker looks like a bulldog here to Alexander, and telling Alexander to bring it here. Alexander proven that he is we know Alexander is a fairly good competitor here in WWE. Wouldn't be here otherwise. It's a tornado DDT to Bron Breaker here. It doesn't take him down for long though, as Alexander with a huge right hand there with the feint, and he gets it on the second time round. Now Bron Breaker again just powers through there. Bron Breaker with another huge clothesline. He can fire himself up here. Bron Breaker caught though by the arm. Alexander punch to the face. Alexander looking for a lumbar check. Alexander looking to get this match up one quickly. 1, 2. But Bron Breaker at 2.5 from the lumbar check. Smartly by Alexander to just catch him out of nowhere into it. Well, hit it out of nowhere. No setup ready for the move. Just punch to the face, lift him up, and catches Bron Breaker off guard. As Cedric may be saying, one more is all it's going to take. You see, Cedric last time around put an impressive performance against Bron Breaker, but in the end he did not have enough to defeat Bron Breaker. But Bron Breaker this time catches the punch there. Bron Breaker just fires 2 sharp elbows into the face there. Now looking for a suplex, drops him down with a Falcon Arrow. Bron Breaker now deadlift, gut wrench, suplex here by Alexander. No safe landing there, or not safe, but no soft landing there for Alexander, I should say. This Bron Breaker is fired up here. I don't particularly like Bron Breaker, or particularly like Cedric Alexander in this one, but gotta imagine the underdog story of Alexander is what they're gonna go for more than Bron Breaker here. Or maybe the new guy on the scene will have the support of the crowd here tonight on Monday Night Raw, who knows. But Alexander to the top, looking for a frog splash with Breaker. Out of the way. Bron Breaker with a huge spear. And Bron Breaker, perhaps saying this one is over. Breaker, what's he doing here? I was looking to send a message here, Bron Breaker, to anyone on Monday Night Raw. Breaker now looking for the sign of recliner here. Straight into the camera. Alexander, can he find a way out of this? Is Bron Breaker going to be able to make a tap here? Cedric struggling to get out the hold here. Is it going to be enough to put him away though? Bron Breaker forces Alexander to tap here. with the sign of recliner. You've got to imagine that the pain wasn't a lot there for Alexander. The matchup only went, I believe, 4 minutes long. Not the longest matchup you'll see, but Bron Breaker clearly getting the job done with a spear there, winding his opponent and locking in the sign of recliner to just work on her back even more, and also talk on the neck there, as you can see, also forcing Alexander with enough pressure and enough pain over time to tap out. Alexander fought for as long as he could do, but in the end, you see Bron Breaker just locked it in deep, pulled it back as hard as he could, and got the victory. And Bron Breaker proving that he's here to fight at the top level on Monday Night Raw. You can see the lumbar check doing a bit of damage to Bron Breaker there, but Bron Breaker in the end gets a victory. Let's move on with the rest of the show. Well, we come here to our next match, which is Damien Priest taking on Robert Roode. But as you can see, Damien Priest is not coming out here alone here tonight, joined by the Judgment Day of Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio, who will make his way out here in a second probably. As I mentioned, Robert Roode is his opponent here tonight, and Robert Roode is a man who's on currently a losing streak, I believe, here on Monday Night Raw, looking to prove himself as his former tag team partner Dolph Ziggler and his friend. He's obviously just fought for the IC title, lost against Mustafa Ali at Backlash though, but Dolph Ziggler said that Robert Roode needs to find it in himself here to become the competitor that he once was, and he's dominating the background there, getting booed the second he appeared. Let's get this matchup underway after Robert Roode comes out here, but the Judgment Day, with the numbers getting proved too much for Robert Roode in the end, because Robert Roode has no backup here tonight. You'd imagine maybe Dolph Ziggler could appear and help him out, but the Judgment Day clearly are here to run Monday Night Raw. And as I mentioned, Robert Roode is currently on a streak of losing. Obviously, he lost a US title opportunity, and also, I believe, lost a week later. And Roode still got a crowd support here as I sing the hymn of his way down to the ring here. But Roode, not really a fan favourite in terms of his own views on the fans. He doesn't really care about them. As you can see, he's still spotting the Dirty Dogs tag team, a hoodie there between him and Dolph Ziggler. But Dolph Ziggler perhaps doesn't really want Robert Roode's name connected to him if Robert Roode was not performing at the level he was in the past. But let's get this matchup underway and see if Robert Roode can get a win, or if Damien Priest is going to get his first win in his first match here on Monday Night Raw for the Judgment Day. As I mentioned, ever since being drafted, we're not seeing much of the Judgment Day here on Monday Night Raw, but clearly they're here now. I can see the numbers game on the outside. It's a little bit too much, and Robert Roode caught with a power slam there by Damien Priest. Would a power begin to be too much for Robert Roode here tonight? Robert Roode obviously not a small competitor himself here. The chops are doing damage to Damien Priest. But Damien Priest with a huge, his forearm strike there, taking down Roode. Damien Priest proving that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with here. Monday Night Raw, joined by Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor at ringside. So the Judgment Day talking to the Source here, perhaps discussing tactics if this match goes the way of Robert Roode at any point. But Roode now is sunk there to the back and an elbow to the forehead here, and Roode into a pinfall here. Interesting. I see Roode, as I mentioned, wants to get a win as much as he can, and maybe catching Damien Priest off guard in this match. If this way he's going to be able to do it, I imagine that a man of a competitor of Damien Priest's quality is not going to get caught slipping like that, as Damien Priest drops him with the Samoan drop there. Damien Priest, obviously a former US champion, as is a quite accomplished competitor down in NXT, performing quite well down there, if I believe. Damien Priest there, what's he thinking? Damien Priest, what is Damien Priest looking to do here? Damien Priest, you see the Judgment Day coming around ringside, looking for maybe an apron powerbomb here, but fortunately for Robert Roode, he managed to get the reversal on Roode, looking for a glorious DDT on the outside of the ring. Is that going to be enough to put away Damien Priest there? He's get Damien back in the ring. Damien Priest could be out cold after that. So Judgment Day retreated back over to the corner here. Is that going to be enough to put away the matchup? 1, 2, but Priest at 2.5. Roode, if he hit it in the ring, maybe he could have had the matchup won. Who knows? Well, because he hit it on the outside, I mean, it did do enough damage, but He just took too long to get into the ring. Roode now going to the top here. High risk. High reward here. And Damien Priest listening to the warning of Rhea Ripley there. Getting out of the way. Roode looked for a vicious knee strike there. As Damien Priest just getting up. Looking to just drop the knee across the back of the neck. And Damien Priest now looking for a spinning discus punch. And just dropping an elbow as his own. See the Judgment Day liking what they see on the outside. It's Damien Priest now looking for a gut wrench. He's looking for a gut wrench. Just dropping him down with ease. Damien Priest now just raining the boots down on Robert Roode. And Damien once again looking for this discus punch here. Don't think Roode is in a good way here. Robert Roode looking for, however, he gets the block up there. Robert Roode looking for a spine buster. A spine buster there by Robert Roode. Roode now think about putting this one away here. Is this going to be Robert Roode's first win to end the losing streak here? Robert Roode, the glorious CDT. Robert Roode been distracted by ringside there for a second. Is that going to be enough to allow Damien Priest to kick out here? Yes, it is. Finn Balor for a second caught the attention of Damien Priest. Not Damien Priest, sorry. Of Robert Roode. And now Damien Priest looking for the South of Heaven choke slam. That's it. Surely. 1, 2. Roode kicks out though. There's still some fight left in him. You know, Robert Roode is an impressive competitor when he gets going. It's not just got that elevated flatliner though. I think Rhea Ripley just said, end it. Damien Priest now looking for the South African choke slam for a second time into the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And the numbers game of the Judgment Day working in the favour of Damien Priest tonight. As you can see here, perhaps maybe took a second. And after he hit the second glorious DDT, I can see Finn Balor was talking to the ref there, and I think Robert Roode just said, stay out of this. This is between him and me and Priest there. But in that time period, it allowed Damien Priest to recover, kick out, and get that win. And Damien Priest kicks off Monday Night Raw. Well, not kicks off Monday Night Raw, but gets a win here for the Judgment Day and himself. Okay, well, this next matchup is going to determine who will take on the Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. At our next pay-per-view, which is Extreme Rules, and Queen Zelina Vega is out here looking to earn herself a title opportunity. Let's see who her opponent is going to be here tonight. To see if she can get the victory here to earn herself a women's title opportunity, or opponent here is going to get the win. Let's find out. Well, it looks like Zelina Vega's opponent is going to be Bayley. Is she going to be joining at Damage Control here tonight? Yes, she is. Io Sky and Dakota Kai joining Bayley at ringside for this one. And Bayley doesn't look too pleased with the crowd here. There's a crowd cheering, I believe, Io Sky there, but not cheering Bayley or Dakota Kai. And I think Bayley's not too pleased about that. As you can tell, Bayley's just saying, I can't hear you. And Bayley making her way to the ring here. Let's get this matchup underway to see who is going to go to Extreme Rules to face Bianca Belair. So Bayley's been a women's champion in the past there. Zelina Vega looking to get a big victory in her career. Zelina Vega runs in and caught by Bayley with an arm drag. Impressive move up there, and Bayley just launching Zelina Vega over her head there, over just a backdrop suplex, and now looking for a knee drop into a dragon screw. And Bayley just saying, you really think you're title worthy, that you're a champion, that you deserve a title opportunity over me. Bayley now caught with a huge kick, but Zelina caught by Bayley on a huge knee, dropped across the face as Bayley now looking for a running elbow drop delivered there across the chest of Zelina Vega. Bayley now. But it's launching Vega to the outside. What is Bayley thinking here? Bayley following Vega to the outside here. Bayley shut it not. Zelina Vega drops with a rose plant on the outside of the ring. And Bayley just screaming at the crowd here as they booed her. But Zelina Vega's got to be done, surely. Bayley now into the pinfall. 1, 2. Vega with some fight left, and Bayley cannot quite believe it. And Bayley are just ramming the head of Vega into the mat here. Bayley not too happy that Zelina Vega somehow found a way to kick out with a rose plant. Interesting there from Bayley holding up the L sign to the referee. Bayley just drops her on the head once again. This is not an easy sight to whip, and I think Bayley just slipped there. As Bayley now looking for a backdrop suplex once again. I think Zelina Vega's just on Dream Street here. I don't think she's fully in this ring. I don't think she's fully in this matchup. As Bayley strikes the referee. Bayley now looking with a snip win here. Well, still a cheer. Bayley. Once in. Caught by Vega. The code red. Into the pinfall. 1, 2. Bayley. With a kick out. And Zelina Vega can't quite believe it. It's Vega now. I was telling the members of Damage Control, I believe, to bring it here. Zelina Vega now calling Bayley to her feet here. Bayley now dodges a huge kick. Bayley kicked to the kick to the midsection. And now the second rose plant. 1, 2, 3. And Bayley gets a victory. Not the cleanest victory, got to say. And clearly someone backstage they clearly discussed tactics there tonight. But the chair almost came into the favour of Zelina Vega there. If he hits the coach red onto the chair, maybe the match could have been won there. But Bayley always get the kick out of the coach red, maybe due to the slow count and the ref, due to the clothesline delivered by Bayley. But Damage Control get the victory. Or I should say Bayley gets the victory. And Bayley heads to Extreme Rules to face Bianca Belair for the women's title. Oh, we cut backstage. I see Randy Orton is attacking Cody Rhodes backstage here. Obviously, Cody Rhodes beat Randy Orton at Backlash in their matchup, which was an absolutely hellish match between the two, with both men busted up and both men beaten. There's a referee here, but a referee, I'm not sure he's going to be enough to stop this, as Orton, as you can see, clearly not willing to stop attacking Rhodes here. Well, we've got a matchup to get to next, which is Bobby Lashley versus Matt Riddle. The winner of that will go on to face Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules, but we have this backstage going on, and we thought we'd cut back to it to see what's happening as Randy Orton now with Cody Rhodes launching Rhodes for the car window. And again, busting open Rhodes like he did last night. But Cody Rhodes, as we know, getting straight up. Cody Rhodes keeps fighting. That's what we saw last night. Cody Rhodes, there's too much fight in the end, but you've got to imagine Cody Rhodes is not 100% after that matchup. Neither is Randy Orton, but that's a huge cut on the face of Rhodes there. And this referee needs to intervene. This referee needs to intervene with this one. As Orton now, what is Orton thinking? Ramming Cody into the car. Orton, no, not to the wrist, not to the arm. Could have just broken the arm and the hand of Cody Rhodes. And Orton, Cody again getting up here. Cody will keep fighting, we know that much. Cody fighting out here, but again Orton gets control. Rhodes clearly cannot be 100%. What is Orton doing? What is Randy Orton doing here? Orton, no, Orton, don't do it. Orton, don't do it. Orton again. A message sent by Orton, I guess, to Cody Rhodes. But Orton again sees Rhodes getting back up and plants him with an RKO on the concrete. And surely that is it. Well, after that absolutely vicious attack by Orton on Rhodes backstage, smashing through 2 car windows, possibly breaking the arm of Cody Rhodes as well in the process. We've got your mighty Bobby Lashley out here. As we know, Bobby Lashley, as I mentioned a second ago, during that attack, is facing Matt Riddle here. The winner of this match will go on to face Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules for the WWE title. Let's get Matt Riddle out here, who possibly can't be too happy with what Orton's doing, as he formerly tag team partners with him in OK Bro. Surely Matt Riddle might have to speak to Orton at some point to try to calm him down, but I think at this point Orton is too far gone. Let's get let's get Matt Riddle out here and get this matchup underway. And I'm getting word backstage that Cody Rhodes is being checked on right now. Possibly could have a broken arm / elbow after the attack, and multiple cuts in the forehead and on the cheek due to the glass shattering as Matt Riddle comes out here. Maybe this is what the crowd needed after seeing that to Cody Rhodes. Matt Riddle is lightening the mood once again out here. But obviously once he gets into that ring is a serious competitor. Let's get this matchup underway and see who will be taking on Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules for the WWE title. This matchup, as we know, will be incredible. Lashley versus Matt Riddle. First time we've seen both of these on the red brand since they've been drafted. And Matt Riddle runs in early on with a forearm. A Superman punch variation of the forearm there. Obviously he knows he needs to be quick to take out Lashley here. Lashley obviously has the power advantage in this one. But Matt Riddle will have the speed advantage, I imagine, and the agility advantage, and maybe the striking advantage in this one. I'd give that to Matt Riddle, definitely. But maybe the power of Bobby Lashley gives him the grappling advantage and just the advantage in everything else in this ring. But Matt Riddle lifted up Orton from a tag team partner with an elevated flatliner. What I was going to say is Orton has been escorted out of the building by WWE security. And we need to figure out what's going to happen with Orton in the future, because clearly Orton needs to have some sort of punishment for doing what he just did to Cody Rhodes. Maybe just putting Cody Rhodes on the show for a while, but this matchup is underway here. We need to focus on this one. So the winner of this, as I mentioned, does go on to face Rollins at Extreme Rules. Sorry, I'm Rollins to won the title at Backlash. Sorry, I'm all over the place with my words right now. Obviously, I'm still getting over what I saw backstage. As now Matt Riddle to the legs there, multiple strikes, caught this time the knee straight to the jaw though. As Matt Riddle, a huge roundhouse kick. Impressive combination there. Matt Riddle taking down Bobby Lashley. Matt Riddle now looking to utilise his strength here to Bobby Lashley. This is impressive what we're seeing right now by Matt Riddle. I see a little bit slow and just showing that it's taking a little bit more than usual to lift his opponent there. But a senton there. Matt Riddle runs in with a huge knee to the jaw. Riddle now second rope. Riddle looking for a knee to the face, but Lashley out of the way here. And Lashley runs in with a huge STO takedown. And Lashley now up goes Matt Riddle. And just shoulders into the gut there. That will wind your opponent. That will possibly bruise a couple of ribs maybe. But Matt Riddle fighting out of it once again here. This matchup has been a million miles an hour since the opening bell. As now Matt Riddle gets control of this matchup for a second here maybe. Now just teeing away on Lashley with some strikes, and again the combination, the knee to the jaw. And Matt Riddle looking for Derek connects with it into the pinfall. 1, 2, Lashley out at 2.5. It's now Matt Riddle looking for floating bro off the top rope into the pinfall. 1, 2, and Lashley out once again. Matt Riddle throwing everything he has at Lashley right now. Maybe the bro mission is what he needs to get this matchup won. Matt Riddle now, what's he thinking here? Matt Riddle possibly thinking about throwing caution to the win here. Matt Riddle launching himself, caught by Lashley though, and dropped into a backbreaker. As Lashley now, with a mighty one, launches Matt Riddle into the steel steps there. Both of these competitors will be a challenging competitor for Rollins to face, but you imagine Rollins possibly will rather face Matt Riddle at these two. If I had to choose between these two to face in a matchup, if I'm Rollins, I am choosing Matt Riddle. Simply due to the size advantage not being on Matt Riddle's or Seth Rollins' side. Obviously Bobby Lashley is a much bigger competitor much more powerful competitor than Seth Rollins. And Rollins might have more of a tougher night against Bobby Lashley. But again, on the other hand, I could say that due to the size advantage, Rollins can use the speed and agility like Matt Riddle here tonight to maybe get the victory, as Rollins, his opponent, is going to get determined here tonight. But Lashley counters with his own chop there, and again going after the gut there. Possibly looking to weaken him for the spear and maybe the Dominator, but Lashley, sensing that Matt Riddle got up here and just runs him over a huge close and taking him into the corner, now digging the boot into the throat of Matt Riddle. So now Lashley again, no. Matt Riddle goes to the outside of the ring here, but Bobby Lashley's taking advantage of this, looking to deliver some punishment on the outside with a huge power bomb here to the lower back of Matt Riddle. That would do a lot of damage, I can tell you that for free. And now Matt Riddle, what is Lashley thinking here? Lashley just snake eyes across the apron. And the Almighty One is in control of this one, but Matt Riddle back to his feet here. Matt Riddle runs in, caught, looking for a net breaker is Bobby Lashley on the outside. Matt Riddle's taking a moment there to show Bobby Lashley that his attack wasn't enough on the outside to keep him down. But in the end, that little bit of hesitation was enough to allow Lashley to get control once again and get the reversal, as Lashley just launches him into the corner and now a knee across the jaw. And Lashley now backing up into the corner here, perhaps thinking to end it with a spear. Bobby Lashley looking for the spear here to end this matchup. Runs in. 1, 2. But Riddle at 2 3/4 with the shoulder up. That could not have been any closer. And crowd chanting, "You're not worthy to the Almighty One." And Lashley just showcasing that he does not care what these people think of him. So now Lashley launching Riddle to the outside. What is Lashley thinking here? Bobby Lashley here. The spear wasn't enough. He hasn't hit the Dominator yet or locked in the Hurt Lock, but Bobby Lashley looking to just launch Matt Riddle into the ring post. Matt Riddle's body is not meant to bend that way around the ring post, I'm telling you that. Matt Riddle could be in serious pain here, could have got injured from that. And Bobby Lashley now, what is Lashley thinking here? Lashley looking for a Dominator. And now Lashley thinking about locking in the Hurt Lock here and getting this off a matchup. But Matt Riddle out the way. Matt Riddle looking for a huge shot there, but Bobby Lashley once again. But again, huge shot miss. And Matt Riddle now. But Lashley, huge clothesline. Riddle fighting out of it once again here. Riddle, huge shots to the midsection, or to the chest, sorry, huge roundhouse kick. And now he's telling Bobby Lashley to get to his feet here. Matt Riddle now. Matt Riddle, what's he thinking here? Matt Riddle's telling Lashley to bring it. And Lashley now is sweeping the leg of Riddle there. As Riddle just took a second to choose what he wanted to do. Allowed Lashley to get control once again. A huge boot on the outside there. Gives Lashley control of this one once again. Lashley back into the ring here. Just looking to again work on the midsection here of Matt Riddle. And Lashley now, what is Lashley thinking here? Lashley once again going after the midsection of Matt Riddle here. And Matt Riddle is in a bad way here, I think. Matt Riddle now sweeping the leg low. Matt Riddle calling Lashley to his feet here. Looking for perhaps an KO into the pinfall to send himself to Extreme Rules to face Rollins. 1, 2. Lashley powers out. And Matt Riddle cannot believe it. Matt Riddle thought the RKO was enough. But I wonder what Randy Orton thinks about Matt Riddle using the RKO now. Obviously, when they were a tag team, I don't think Orton had a problem with it whatsoever. But now Orton's on his own path now, take it like Cody Rhodes, perhaps. He doesn't want Matt Riddle using his finisher. That could be something these two needs to have a discussion about. I think Matt Riddle's going to try and keep using it as much as possible. Matt Riddle caught into the hurt lock now. Matt Riddle, Lashley just ragdolled him around this ring here. Is it going to be enough to make Matt Riddle tap out here? Matt Riddle forced. I think Matt Riddle passed out. I didn't hear any tapping. Matt Riddle passed out from the hurt lock, and Lashley sends himself to Extreme Rules to face Seth Rollins for the WWE title in what will be an impressive matchup if Seth Rollins can get a victory. But Lashley looking to start the era of the Almighty, maybe. But Seth Rollins looking to continue the era of the Visionary, the Revolutionary of his own at Extreme Rules. I can see the hurt lock locked in here, forcing Riddle to pass out here in the end. And as I mentioned, Lashley sends himself to Extreme Rules with that victory. And what a night we're seeing. We need to get updates on Cody Rhodes. We'll possibly have that next time on Monday Night Raw. That's what a way to end the show. It's Bobby Lashley wins here tonight in the main event.